Gaelic football in the province of Ulster has known many great and glorious moments. Railway Cup success, particularly in recent years, and of course the marvellous Ulster team that won it for the first time in 1942. Historic moments as well. 1947, the first and only All-Ireland final to be played outside Ireland. Polo Grounds in New York, and it was Cavan, the Ulster champions, who won it. And then the historic breakthrough of Down in 1960. Back-to-back All-Ireland, 60 and 61. In 1960, Kevin Musson brought the Sam Maguire Cup across the border for the very first time.
Out it goes to Lennon, and now he equalises. 2 points all. Kevin Musson has become the first man from across the border to receive the Sam Maguire Cup and to be congratulated by Ulsteron and Nahara. What a momentous occasion this is. Now Paddy Doherty gathers the ball, beats 2 men, kicks into Jim McCartan. McCartan shoots, it's a goal.
But nothing can match the success of Ulster in championship football in the 4 glorious golden years, 1991 to 1994. 1991, All-Ireland champions Down. 1992, Donegal. 93, it was Derry. 1994, Down were back again. And the president of the Gaelic Athletic Association for the first 3 of those Ulster victories was Fermanagh man Peter Quinn. But to Paddy O'Rourke in 91, after the Ulster final, you said something.
I did indeed. I congratulated him on captaining the team to win the Ulster Championship. And when it was over, I said, and Paddy, I hope I'll be seeing you on the 3rd Sunday of September in Croke Park. And he said to me with absolute confidence, Peter, you'll be seeing me.
And what did he say to you when you accepted the cup then?
He was very pleased. I put my arms round him when he came up because I was pleased. I'd known Paddy for a long time, and I threw my arms round him when he came up to receive the cup. And he was very emotional, and indeed I was very emotional too. But he was a mighty pleased man when I gave him the cup. And once Down won it in 91, it was inevitable that there'd be another couple of successes. And of course, none of us could have anticipated 3 in a row. Even less could we have anticipated 4 in a row. And no other province has a better chance of 5 in a row than Ulster has at the minute.
And that's putting it up to the Secretary, Michael Finney. More problems with tickets if this happens. But what are your memories of the Golden 4?
Well, I think it's amazing, just as Peter said. We had felt for quite a while that if anyone made the breakthrough eventually and won in All-Ireland, that, you know, that it could continue because you have this fierce closeness of competition all the time. And I suppose it was inevitable that if anyone was going to make it, it would be Down, because they had that confidence from over the years, and we always knew if they got to a final, they've never lost a final. They made the breakthrough, and from there on it was a matter of plain sailing. And I must say we weren't surprised, because we felt that was how it would go.
If there's one thing I'm thinking about all of this, when the 4th came, Peter Quinn was no longer president of the GAA. It's a 3-year cycle. I thought at least Jack Boothman would have stood down and let you hand over the cup. And
well, if he set that sort of precedent, Jimmy, he might have had to continue it for several years.
I jest, of course, but there's no jest, no joke about the performance of Ulster football over those 4 glorious years. Well, Peter Quinn referred to him a few moments ago. Paddy O'Rourke, the Down 1991 captain. Here he is with...
It does, and it takes a lot of pressure off a team, and most teams tend to play better, you know, in the second round of the championship.
Mark Grimley fouled him after the original foul had been committed, so the ball was moved up. Nice ball by Rosscar. Floated in well against the breeze. Mickey Linden. Still Linden. Now it's McCartan. Oh, this is certainly a chance for Down. With nil. And we've a penalty. Mickey Linden is the man entrusted with this very important penalty. Linden takes the shot. Oh, what a penalty. Down the middle it goes. And that's possibly why they're trying to avoid him. That was well collected by the Armagh midfielder O'Kane. He missed on the last attempt, but he certainly didn't miss on that occasion. And that's Armagh's lead stretched to 2 points. And towards the goals it goes. Broken down. Greg Blaney picks it up. That's a bit of experience. They're out to Kane. Kane takes the shot. And the man who's playing on his own home pitch, DJ Kane, cuts the lead back to just 1 point. Change of direction, but not a change of the colour of jersey. Which comes out with the ball. Ross Carr was fouled, and Greg Blaney give that ball to Austin, and Austin kicked it over the bar.
Very interesting there, Jimmy. It wasn't Greg Blaney who was fouled, it was Ross Carr who was fouled, and Greg Blaney took the free out of his hands. Granted, Liam Austin did very well to get over the bar, but interesting refereeing decision there.
Off Smith that comes again. Blaney gets it to Mason. Mason gets in the kick and puts down back into the lead.
Down en route to the Sam Maguire Cup. Next step, the athletic grounds in Armagh to meet Derry, who had already beaten Tyrone and Monaghan. And again, it was raining.
And here comes Burns. The shot goes in, and it's over the bar. There'll be very little clean catching in the middle of the field today. Withnell. Still Withnell going in. Forced onto the left foot, but he improvised brilliantly, drop kicked the ball, and over the bar, and they're level again. And who's it going to run for? Enda Gormley wins that race with Greg Blaney, but doesn't control the ball, and that's very good improvisation by Blaney. DJ Kane tries his luck, and the man who scored the point in the marshes gets another one here in Armagh. Well punched down by Austin, and well flicked off by Withnell. Ross Carr. Still Carr bearing down in the goals. That's a great score, and brilliantly engineered from way outfield. And Derry trying to narrow it even more before the half-time whistle. Austin. Mickey Linden. Oh, a lovely ball by Linden. Back to Blaney. Blaney was aware of what was going on and finished it in style. Now McCartan. The down full forward line appears to have pulled out the half-forward line. Still McCartan. Look at the control of McCartan. Back towards Withnell. Mickey Linden picks it up. Thought of the pass, decided on the shot, and then proved the correct one. Great tackling by the Deegan, forcing the man way outfield. McGilligan. Anthony Tohill forced a kick from outfield and puts it over the bar. A bout of sustained pressure for the Derry men then results in that point from Anthony Tohill. The battle of the big men won on this occasion by Brian McGilligan. Could this be the game swinging around? McGilligan for once getting on top of Austin, and here's McGilligan. This would be an inspirational score for the Derry men. Inside it goes, side-footed, and brilliantly put into the net. Brilliantly put into the net and finished by Eamon Burns. He scored 4 points in the first half, but that was a very important score for the Derry men. McGilligan, the man who picked the ball up after getting it away from Austin. We thought he carried it too long, threw the man, flicked it in, and brilliantly side-footed the net by Burns. And Damien Barton. Experience of Barton holding the ball up, gets the shot in, and brilliantly Damien Barton moved from defence, brings the sides level. Dermot Heaney. 4 down men in attendance, and look who's popped up. Kieran McKeever. Brawley, left-footed, and the young Trinity student who couldn't play in the earlier rounds because of exams shoots Derry. And just listen to the roar once James McCartan gets the ball. Beautiful balance by McCartan. Still McCartan. The left foot vision brings them yet again. And now Eamon Burns. Eamon Burns. Beautiful control by Burns. Slips the tackle. Beautifully again. Strikes it magnificently over the bar. You will never see a better score of skill, control and finish like the one just scored by Eamon Burns. Ross Carr lays the ball off. Barry Breen is fouled. And who will take this vitally important free kick? And this is very important. Deep in injury time, Ross Carr kicks and brings the sides level as the Down fans go mad.
Nerves of steel by Ross Carr, a sign of the composure that was to come for Down in the summer of '91. the replay was a little more comfortable for them on the scoreline.
A quick free into the corner and brilliantly held by Linden. Still Linden's going. What a magnificent save by McCusker.
Such is the threat of Mickey Linden inside here that Tony Scullion has been moved to mark him. Here we see the two of them. Well, not Linden's going to cause problems.
Not even Tony Scullion can keep that man down. That was a brilliant pass by Linden. Floated across the defender. Brilliantly picked up by Ross Carr. And Ross Carr clearly acknowledges that pass by Linden. McCusker. And now, at last, Derry begin to move. Barton holds it up on the left foot. Gets it into McGurk. He's forced to turn onto the right. Gets the height. And gets it over the bar, so the revival has certainly started. And towards McCartan, the keeper was pulled to the ground by McCartan. On goes Blaney, and here's a chance for McCartan to make an early mark in this game, and that is a delightful score. And Gormley, and Toll has a chance, and Toll takes it. 4 points the margin. Paul Higgins. Once again, Linden is a man, feeds Blaney. Oh, lovely jinx by Blaney. And a beautiful point. 10 minutes to go. Have Derry anything left? Just look at the speed of Toll. And to Gormley. Oh, the ball went behind Joe Brawley. Down, I've had a chance to regroup, but it's still Brawley. The left-footed goes. And over the bar. Well, that just shows what Derry can do if they get the chance. Tries to go past 1, 2, 3, 4 down men. McGurk. Now is a chance. The ball hit the crossbar and came out. What a let-off for the down men. How to switch defence into attack. McCartan, listen to the roar. Is that relief from the let-off? Or is it because this man's on the ball? Still McCartan. Is a man outside him. It's Greg Blaney. And Blaney hits the deck. And we have a penalty. Well, is he going for glory? Oh, no, he's not. Just accepts the point. And down, lead by 5. 14 points to Derry's 9.
Donegal's path to the 1991 Ulster final was at the expense of Cavan and Fermanagh. Down had accounted for Armagh and Derry. It's Ulster final day at St. Tiernach's Park.
Matt Gallagher obviously playing to orders, didn't let him move, but now it's James McCartan. McCartan puts delightfully inside, still McCartan. The shot screams over the bar, and that, believe it or not, is James McCartan's first score in the Ulster Championship this year. Great long kick, right in towards the half-forward line it goes. And out comes Tony Boyle. Didn't collect it at the first opportunity, but certainly did it the second. The left-footed shot goes in, and the umpire raises the white flag, and that's Tony Boyle's second point. Well picked up by Barry Breen. Once again, that accurate left foot sprays the ball out towards James McCartan. Now it's Linden. He's a man inside. It's DJ Kane, the man who looks to come forward. Twice he has scored already in the Ulster Championship. They've all been vital scores. Conor Deegan takes the ball very quickly towards Greg Blaney. Greg should be on his honeymoon, but instead he's here in Clonus, trying to add to his tally of Ulster medals. And here's a race, and Mickey Linden's won the race. Then he's won a brilliant goal for the down men. The ball drilled in by Blaney and magnificently finished by Mickey Linden. This down full forward line is really giving the Donegal defence a torrid time. Here comes Linden again. Blaney, the man who provided the score for Linden, now says thank you very much for that pass, and he stretches the down lead even further. Higgins, yet again the long ball goes in, broken down and collected by Barry Breen. Ross Carr. What about that for confidence? Getting the ball 45 metres out, one look at the target, bang over the bar. Thomas Boyle into Tony Boyle. A little bit of space has opened up. Blocked by John. Still manages to get the kick in. And the play from Manus Boyle is immediate. 3 points inside a minute. James McCartan shook off the effects of his injury. Now trying to shake off John Joe Doherty. Succeeds in doing so. Still McCartan. He's looking for support, and he finds it from Greg Blaney. Blaney tries the shot, and the shot is magnificent. McHugh trying to force his way forward. He's being forced out, forced onto the right foot. Here comes Brian McGrath, brilliantly saved by Neil Collins, and what a let-off, but what brilliant anticipation by the down goalkeeper. That's confidence for you. Withnell. Replay by Burns. Sliced off the outside of the right foot. Confidence personified. Eamon Burns. McCartan, all lovely play by Down. The overlapping fullback decides to try his luck, and why wouldn't you try your luck when you can shoot like that? And just look at the room McCartan has. And who's running inside him but Mickey Linden? McCartan decides to go alone, and what a classy score from a classy forward. And just look at the smile on manager Peter McGrath's face.
Down had always been Kerry's bogey team in championship football, a bogey that was to continue in 1991. Kerry's golden era was in its autumn. Down were on the scent of a fourth All-Ireland triumph.
So a quick recap then on this Down team, and that forward line in particular. We're really looking forward to seeing how Ross Carr, Greg Blaney, Mickey Linden and James McCartan will make out. And Kerry there, maybe thinking about a switch or two, because I noticed that Connie Murphy has gone in corner back straight away on Mickey Linden, and Sean Burke has gone centre half back. Gary Mason kicking from the sideline. James McCartan trying to steal inside. It comes back to Withnell trying to set up the chance for Linden. It was well marked. This is Withnell, and that's a goal at last. A beautifully created, beautifully taken goal by Peter Withnell.
This shows the versatility of Maurice Fitzgerald as the free taker, kicking with his left foot, even though he normally kicks with his right.
Down off the post. Paspalan in the follow-up action has put it over the bar for Kerry's first point. Belted back in towards Mickey Linden, there against Connie Murphy. Backup support coming from James McCartan if he wants to use him, to his right. Still Linden, getting free, chance for a score, and he's kicked a very nice one. Transferred rapidly to DJ Kane. A feature of the first half, they don't hang about. Pat Spillane, a terrific interception and a fine run forward. He's made a good 40 yards. Towards Jack O'Shea. Jack transferring it back towards Ambrose O'Donovan. Kerry needing a score, keep neatly in touch, and that they've got. Conor Deegan, the fullback, gone across to take the line ball. And he reaches Sean Burke. Up to Jack O'Shea, who was unmarked momentarily. Transferred back to Maurice Fitzgerald. Kerry has not been in front of this game so far. Can this be the moment? It is. Line. Good run forward towards Pat Spillane. Isolated up front, remember, and he's done well to make a fine catch against Conor Deegan. So a rare chance then for Kerry. Simply executed, and another point for Pat Spillane. That was the 23rd free of the second half, and we've had 50 in all as Linden raids by Jack O'Shea. Kicking, and he's put it over the bar. Now, Barry Breen, hoping that that last goal will give Down the necessary injection as Withnell is through in the clear. The shot, it's a goal! A second goal for Peter Withnell. There was surely a point by Mickey Linden.
Well, this could be the goal that puts Down into the All-Ireland final. Barry Breen does very well in the middle of the field and does well to hold off the Kerry, and again makes no mistake from there.
Withnell, the goal scorer, third, but to top it over.
In 1987, and Meath had won the All-Ireland Sam Maguire Cup, first winning of the new Sam Trophy. Down's previous titles, 1960, 61, and but that was to change.
Let's take a check then on this Down. Selectors are in the happy. They nominate the same Burns, replaced in that match by Liam Austin, is once again in midfield, while in attack, full forward Peter Withnell has from the foot injury work and takes his usual McCartan. Now the Meath and their team news shows the enforced change to sit out the start of the match because of a virus. So Gerry McEntee championship appearance. He comes in with PJ Gillick moving into the whether that's as a well, we'll just have to wait and see.
I can remember clearly telling the players that we didn't want to wake up like very silly because we had let something on the day and we hadn't performed. You know, if any team gets the Northern Ireland finals, they want to perform to their best of ability. Not good enough. You get 11 in the morning, good enough to win it. But if you win Monday morning, I think it's a game. But I didn't win it because I wasn't confident enough to win it. I was too nervous to win it. What do you feel?
David Beggy, the one who's coming in to make a challenge. Cross towards Brian Stafford. Outmarked, however, and it's Burns who chips it away towards Gary Mason. Kevin Foley there too for Meath. Now Tommy Dowd looking up, spotted that the corner forward Bernard Flynn had made a run across. Good passage of play by Meath. Liam Hayes kicking very truly, and the team captain has put it over the bar, and Meath go back in front again. Peter Whitnell again there. Liam Hayes trying to get it loose. Now Ross Carr, pursued by Martin O'Connell. O'Rourke inside to Greg Blaney. Nicely fed forward to Eamon Burns. Front for the... It's going to be a free for down. Greg Blaney wants to take it quickly. Across towards Mickey Linden. Trying to get inside Terry Ferguson. It's with Whitnell. In the challenge. It reaches James McCartan. And down points. Good kick out, Quillen, towards Gerry McEntee. Having a very fun deed. Up towards PJ Gillick, who started once again at right corner forward. Liam Hay trods it inside towards Bernard Flynn. David Beggy calling for it on his left-hand side, but Flynn has the confidence and composure to kick and strike over the first point of the second half and cut back the deficit now to just down to knee. Down motoring well. Barry Breen now, a quick look up on the left boot. Coming down from the clouds towards Linden. Linden gets there first. There's plenty of support play there. Barry Breen there as well. And James McCartan. Little chip shot by McCartan, and it's up and it's over the bar. His second point of the... Again coming across onto this right-hand side. Ross Carr. Carr kicking with the left, and it's got it. It's a silver point by Ross Carr to James McCartan. An extra flight challenge. It's with Mickey Lynn yet to score in this game. Runs on towards Whitnell. Brendan Riley tries to get back goal side. Comes back again to James McCartan. Challenged by Brendan Riley and Kevin Foley. Fed inside to Greg Blaney. The opportunity, and Barry Breen has got a goal! Barry Breen has got a goal! The midfielder has come deep. And the down fans in Croke Park absolutely erupting into a cauldron of noise. It's a sea of red and black.
Yeah, we were saying before the game how confident and cocky these down players are. Peter Whitnell winning the ball, giving it to James McCartan again, who's causing an awful lot of problems. But here we see Greg Blaney again, the experience showing up, gives a great ball to Mickey Linden, unselfishly gives the ball across the square, and there you have Barry Breen knocking in. A great goal for Down.
Their self-belief is going to be really critical here. Gerry McEntee. Colm O'Rourke has got an opening. They're firing well right now, Meath. Another scoring chance. Outside it comes to Bernard Flynn. Oh, it's stopped at point blank range by Neil Collins, the goalkeeper. That's a brilliant save, and it's going to be a free out. Best save of the match so far. A brilliant piece of goalkeeping by Neil Collins. Hayes and Austin competing. Brown to David Beggy. Takes it well. Another good run by David Beggy, setting up Colm O'Rourke. Bernard Flynn, the one who takes the pass. Absolutely straight and absolutely over. Blaney. Burns once again. The midfielders who like to go forward, and he's got a point, a very important point. Just as Meath had begun to impose their will on the game. Tommy Dowd, he's got support inside if he can just get loose here. Brendan McKernan sticking to his man like a leech, however. It's into Hayes, there's a goal chance for Meath here. He buries it!
I was slightly worried when Liam Hayes scored the goal, but I was more worried when Mickey Linton missed the one at the other side, because you know, even if I had got a point from that, would have felt that everything was okay. We were still creating enough chances when Meath was coming back at us, but we weren't putting them away. While earlier in the game we were taking all our chances, and after Mickey missed that one, I was slightly worried, but not nothing. I still would have felt that we were going to win the match, and I'd felt that the whole way through, and it turned out to be right.
The Meath selectors, it's fisted onto Mickey Linden. There can be a rapid reply here. Oh, he's put it wide. If Meath go on to win this match, that may be seen as the turning point in the game. Towards Brian Stafford, gathered by Colm O'Rourke. Matty McCabe is free wide on the left-hand side all this while, but he hits it inside instead to Bernard Flynn. Flynn trying to dodge around defenders. An assured kick, and he's put it over. 3 minutes to go. 4 points between the teams. Down the leaders, and it's Meath breaking through, and that's gone in. And it's gone over the bar off the boot of Bernard Flynn. O'Rourke. And it's all over, and Down have won the All-Ireland. Down maintain a magnificent record. They've never lost an All-Ireland final.
When you see your name maybe along with other All-Ireland captains, you sort of feel, what am I doing there? But maybe they're saying, what am I doing there, you know? But it's a great feeling. It's a very special feeling, and you know, it's something that never can be taken away now from me, and I sort of I treasure that and look back on it with you know, a lot of satisfaction.
Defence, Meath at the end of a long campaign lose the All-Ireland in their 10th match. It's never happened before, but then Down have never lost an All-Ireland final.
Our captain O'Rourke, Paddy O'Rourke.
It's a wonderful moment for Paddy O'Rourke for Down, accepting the Sam Maguire Cup. Down have won the championship.
Winning in '91 has done a lot for the other teams that have come after us. I said to you directly after I come off the field in '91 that I felt that Ulster teams would win a lot. To win, and you know, I think there won't be ever a barren spell like 22 years again.
Left the Sam Maguire back in '91. Had you thoughts and visions then that this Donegal team of yours could go on and repeat that?
Very much so. In fact, if you take a look at the Winter League campaign, we had a great Winter League campaign, culminating again with a very sad story of a 2-goal salvo by Dublin in Breffni Park in March 1992. And I think from that 1992 defeat, we went for 14 months without defeat. So during that period of time, from the time that Down won the All-Ireland until we won lost the Ulster Championship, I think we lost only 3 competitive matches.
Only 2 Ulster counties, Cavan and Down, had ever won the Sam Maguire Cup up to 1992. Donegal was about to change that statistic.
Good kick by the Kingscourt man. Marty Bug McHugh sweeping up around the middle of the field, jinxing his way forward, switches onto the right foot, and believe it or not, that's Martin McHugh's first score against Cavan since 1989. The ball's broken down, but only as far as Kieran Brady. Wasn't fouled. Now it's John Brady, a PE teacher who plays his football in Cork for the O'Donovan Rossa club. Can't really shake off his marker. Finds Cahill. That's a lovely shot by Cahill. Beautifully judged the breeze to perfection. Cahill is certainly giving Paul Carr his handful today. Still Cahill evades one tackle, tries to get away from the other one, and that is a brilliant point. It's Finn Cahill second, and is he not pleased with himself? Andy Malloy tried to hang in the air. It didn't work for him. Stephen King takes the quick free, and here's definitely a chance. Cahill eludes Gary Walsh and blasts it into the back of the net. Cahill 1 goal and 2 points.
Stephen King's definitely winning that battle out in the middle of the field at the moment.
He is, and there's that ball again, and here comes Cahill. It was the quick free that did it, and over the bar, Fintan Cahill. What a day he is having. Donald Reid. He scored 2 points in the first 5 minutes last year. He'll be looking to inspire his forwards to score a lot more today. McHugh in with the left foot. Boyle was in there. It's in the net. And the goal stands. Well, that is just the shot in the arm that Donegal needed. Up goes Malloy. Down it goes to Cunningham. And here's Tommy Rand. Still Rand. Cuts, tries to get on the left foot. Succeeds in doing so. Flicks it high. Flicks it over the bar. And they're level again. He'll be kicking across the wind, hoping the wind will catch the ball and bring it in. He's got the angle, he's got the point, and the sides are level. Ronan Carlin's third point. Brilliant. Parison takes the free, the long one. Quick out of the hand, shoveling under it. So is Vivian Dowd. Vivian gets it, holds on to it. Supported by Brady. Still John Brady trying to get onto the left foot. Succeeds in doing so. Here's O'Reilly. Runs into three men. Release it to Michael Fagan. Fagan up and over the bar, and Cavan take the lead. Michael Fagan's first score, but what an important one it was. Chipped forward by Donald Reid. Boyle came off Sheridan. He goes between two men. It's still Tony Boyle. Lobs it up with the right foot off the post. Can Bonner surviving the crumbs? He tries to get past Martin McHugh. Still McHugh forced onto the right foot. But what improvisation! Joyce McMullen drills it out towards Donald Reid. He passed it over to Noel Haggerty. Still Haggerty. Haggerty still going through. Cross the 20-metre line. Cross it again. Takes the shot. The sides are level. 113 to Cavan. 113 to Donegal. Who can keep their heads? Malloy through the middle. John Cunningham, the man from Tillybegs, is forced outfield. He spent all of the winter in Paris. McHugh, the overlap, it goes again, and now there's a definite chance for Boyle. Boyle! Is that the score that will break Cavan's hearts? The build-up, 5-6 players involved, and eventually went to Boyle, over the bar, and McAniff doesn't even smile. Up go the big men. Aidan Waters collects it, lobs it in. There's a race. Damon O'Reilly hooks it magnificently over the bar. The man from Mullahoran, the man they thought wouldn't start here today, the captain of the Cavan team, lofts it left-footed over the bar. Breffney comes alive again.
Aidan Waters out in the middle of the field, decides to lob it into O'Reilly, who has played magnificently all day. Shrugs off the chance, and with an unbelievable shot, worthy of any game, any day, at such a crucial time, Damien O'Reilly, the captain, level.
And that was as near as Cavan were to get to victory. At Ballybofey, in the replay, Donegal went on a points-scoring spree.
So Brian Murray leaves it. Gavigan kicks it. Sheridan and Boyle go for it. Picked up again by Tommy Ryan. Cutting his way through. It's still Ryan for Donegal in a dangerous position. Fisting it across and fisting it over the bar. And now a race for possession. Bernard Morris, the covering Cavan player, nicely knocked down by Barry Cunningham. Still Morris in possession, and that'll be another throw ball. And it will be interesting to see what happens now. And the referee will throw in. And Philip Smith has been sent off the Cavan team, and they are now reduced to 14 men. McHugh and Jim Riley now. James in possession. Tackled well by Jim Riley. James McHugh adjudged to have overheld the ball, and there will be a free kick for Cavan, and Jim Riley will take it. Blocked as he went to take it towards Stephen King, so that's another 10 metres forward. Now King takes it from the ground into Damien Riley. Has he space in front to goal? Oh, a superb goal by Damien Riley! Donald Reid, Charlie Mulgrew. Giving it in now towards young James McHugh. Chance now in front to goal. Malloy missed one from this area before. Not this time though. That's Anthony Malloy's second point.
Fermanagh, who had beaten Antrim by 1 point in the quarter-final, were next in line for Donegal. Healy Park Oma was the stage.
Knocked down by McCann, picked up by Brewster. And the service didn't allow Mark Gallagher to pick that up. Corrigan gives it to Gallagher. Trying to tease Noel Hagan into the tackle. Leads it out to Corrigan. And that cross Field ball, brilliantly put over the bar. In towards Brewster, well collected by Brewster. And now Colin McCreish. Brilliantly watched and held in the chest. But Paul Coyle turns and spectacularly drives it over the bar. Well, flagged down by Brian Murray. James McHugh. 3 Donegal men in the line. Still McHugh. Running away from O'Rourke. Caught by O'Rourke. Not fouled. That's good work by Malachy O'Rourke. Instead, the chance falls to Tony Boyle. McHugh did the spade work, and Boyle put it over the bar. Fergal McCann. And for once, the break favours Fermanagh. Gallagher throws it in, up, and over the bar. That's another spectacular score by the corner forward from Devonish.
Well, this is Donegal's first attack now, using their extra man in the second half, playing with the breeze. It'll be interesting to see a Donegal team who normally can create an extra man anyway without any help, how they will operate with the extra man.
Well, Brian Murray picked up that pass from McHugh, and with all the confidence in the world, struck it over the bar, and inside 50 seconds brings the sides level. James McHugh, see if he can start something. Brian Murray has gone down the middle. Barry McGann up and over. And after 8 minutes of the second half, Donegal take the lead for the first time. Boyle. This could be dangerous for Fermanagh. Boyle can hold it. McHugh's inside, or is it James McHugh that is? The chance. Oh, beautifully finished. Started from the back by a Fermanagh mistake, and brilliantly engineered and clinically finished. Donegal captain Malloy switches the play across towards Boyle, and 2 men collide, and away goes Tommy Ryan, and we've got a 2-on-1 situation here. Ryan shoots. Oh, what a finish. The space was there, and he used it to perfection.
Again, Donegal changing their game. The long ball here up to Tony Boyle. He wins it, and as he does, 2 Fermanagh men collide, and it sets Tommy Ryan on his way. Coming in on the left foot, and a spectacular shot into the far right-hand corner.
Oh, great vision by McMullen. Drilled up the line. Tommy Ryan runs into the space, and look who's inside him, but the fullback, Matt Gallagher, determined almost to get in the scoring act. And does he? A bit of deliberation, and the answer is yes.
For the 4th consecutive year, Donegal were in an Ulster final. Derry was the formidable opposition in the decider. Derry with a great scalp behind them, that of Down, the Ulster and All-Ireland champions.
The wind today is going to be a factor, but probably not as much as the intermittent showers we have had all day. Hopefully they won't arrive.
Martin McHugh then elects to take the free from the hands, drifts it in, drifts it over. That long clearance wasn't held by the Derry captain. Instead, it's James McHugh feeds it to the overlapping Donald Reid. And Reid hoists over a many point from the wing. The sideline goes to Derry, taken quickly by Henry Downey. In towards his brother Seamus, and here's a chance for Declan Bateson. Bateson, well tackled and well blocked down by Gavigan. McNichol got the kick in, and that, believe it or not, is Dermot McNichol's first score in the championship.
Enda Gormley probably should have gone for the score there. That's well within his range.
Instead, that ball brilliantly hooked across by Damien Barton. Brian McGann picks out Tommy Ryan to perfection. Ryan, for the second time, gets away from Quinn. Trying to get the shot on the left foot. Gets the shot in. The Donegal flags go up. Gary Coleman, a young man who steered Derry to an All-Ireland minor title. Gormley gets away for once, and here's Seamus Downey, a chance for Downey. Gets on the right foot, and hits the post. Certainly let off. Cassidy gets the shot in. Downey drills it the second time, puts it into the net, and the lobby man shoulders the light.
Great work here by Enda Gormley. Great catch and vision to see Seamus Downey inside. Downey stepped inside, knew he had plenty of time, probably took too much. Oh, watched it come back off the post. Damien Cassidy had a go, and right man in the right place.
The Donegal captain Anthony Malloy, the Ardra man, forces his way down the left-hand side. Still Malloy. And now it's Murray again. Delightful play by Donegal. A great kick by Murray. And Donegal lead stretches to 3 points. Haggerty brushes aside Gormley. And still Haggerty. Loves to attack. Puts it in again. Finds Declan Bonner. Bonner versus Tony Scullion. Still Declan Bonner. Shrugs off the challenge. Makes the angle for himself. In turn gives it to Tommy Ryan. And Ryan unsavagely feeds it out to Martin McHugh, who, with the angle of the open net facing him, drills it over the bar. And Donegal lead by 2. And it's just kicked over towards the sideline. James McHugh won the race and brilliantly kept that ball in. A very important pick up by McHugh. And as Donegal again, Donald Reid, Martin McHugh, Martin Shovlin, McHugh again. Good work by McHugh, good work by Derry. And that huge roar signals yet another point for the man from Kilcar, Martin McHugh. And will that be the score that brings the Anglo-Celt back to Donegal? Gormley chips it again, and it goes. The break, McGillen got the hand to it. Brian Murray gets it. Jim Kern calls it to a close.
Weren't expected to beat Derry, and then having lost John Cunningham just before half-time and playing into the wind, I think probably it was the best performance of Donegal in the 1992 campaign. Maybe one of the best performances ever from a Donegal side. I remember actually grabbing Wee McHugh after the match, and I squeezed him like a cuddly doll. And it was just a very, very special moment because of the performance the boys gave into the wind in the second half. Ulster football's on a high at the minute, and it was a game of pure football, played in not too good a condition because it had got a wee bit slippy on top of the pitch. But I thought McHugh, particularly on the 40, sparked Donegal on that particular day, and it was a great occasion. There's no doubt about that when I think back to it.
Mayo had come out of Connacht, but they couldn't halt Donegal's march to the big time.
Nothing untoward really happening anywhere in the field so far. Now, James McHugh, progress stopped. He picked it up well and he scored a good point. That's a very good one for James McHugh. Mar explaining that he thought it was a fair shoulder. It's taken quickly inside to Brian Murray to complete the movement, and that perhaps Donegal at their best, thinking quickly. Sean Maher continuing to forage down that right-hand side. Nicely forward from McHale again. The Giants striding forward, nonchalantly kicking, and he puts it over the bar. Anthony Malloy getting the support there from Matt Gallagher. Not the tallest of full-backs, but an effective one nonetheless. James McHugh, his side trailing by 2 points. Is it to be another disappointing day for Donegal? Not if Martin McHugh has his way. Manus Boyle comes down. Flanagan fisting it away, but only as far as Boyle again. This is a chance. Donegal's first point of the second half, scored by Tony Boyle. Fingertipped, but it's picked up again by Martin McHugh. Inside to Tony Boyle. Oh, a high challenge once more by Peter Ford, and that's not the first time we've seen high challenges in this match. But Peter Ford is penalised by Tommy Sugrue. And now they watch Manus Boyle kick his side level with Mayo at 8 points apiece. In towards Declan Bonner. Dermot Flanagan, the number 4 for Mayo, putting in that despairing challenge. Back to Manus Boyle. Now James McHugh. Trying to go the Mo Dirac towards the Mayo goal. Still making some ground. Taken down. Liam McHale, the player, who brings him down. So it's up to Manus Boyle now. And Donegal go back in front by 9 points to 8. Is it to be their day at last? Picked up here by Tomas Tierney. They need another score now badly, Mayo. Trying to round Barry Cunningham. Belted across. Cut out brilliantly by Martin Gavigan. On towards Anthony Malloy, the the team captain, crossing the 65-metre line. Down towards Tony Boyle. Boyle trying to sneak inside the cover of Peter Ford. Still Tony Boyle going for a score, and he's put it over the bar, and that may well be the point that will take Donegal finally through to their first ever All-Ireland final. 12-9, and only 2 minutes remaining. Gavigan belting it into the clear towards Tony Boyle. The goalkeeper's off his line, and Irwin leaving the ball inside, and this is how they can wrap it up. Oh, that's a penalty. Barry Cunningham taken down. A penalty right at the death to seal a Donegal victory.
Again, a long ball has done the trick for Donegal, and again it has Tony Boyle who did the damage. Passes into Barry Cunningham. Should have stuck the ball away anyway before he was even tackled. Tomas Tierney coming in and takes the ball off his toe, but takes Barry Cunningham as well.
So this is it. They'll take a point surely here.
Should kick it over the bar.
Yeah. Very sensibly done by Martin McHugh. It's all over, and it's Donegal, the Ulster champions, who reach the All-Ireland final in 5 weeks' time for the very first time.
4 points the winning margin, and Donegal were in their first ever All-Ireland final. An unforgettable day for Brian Mc Eniff, the manager, Anthony Malloy, the captain, and the whole county of Donegal. And against Dublin in the final, they played some of the best football ever seen on All-Ireland Day.
It was everything that one would dream of. Naturally enough, it was as a player I wanted to be stepping onto Croke Park, but the next best thing was there as a manager, and I was a very proud person for my town and for my county because, as you know, Adrian, yourself, the GAA is about the club itself. Everything springs from your club, your parish, and to see probably everyone that was involved or ever involved in Gaelic football in Croke Park on that day from your own club and from your county was a very, very special time for myself and for our county as well.
So Dublin is tradition now, of course, taking up their position just in front of their loyal fans down there near Hill 16. So take a check in the teams then, and the Leinster champions and favourites today name an unchanged 15 from that which started against Clare. Dave Foran, substituted then and subsequently suspended, is back alongside Paul Clark in the Dublin midfield. Foran, who played in the 1979 All-Ireland final, one of 5 players with previous senior final experience, the others being John O'Leary, fullback Jerry Hargan, the captain Tommy Carr, and the wing forward and free taker, of course, Charlie Redmond. We got that terrific welcoming ovation from their fans, and with Martin Shovlin's withdrawal through injury, Donegal now show 2 changes from the team that started against Mayo. John Joe Doherty is introduced into the backs, while Manus Boyle takes up duty at number 15. Positional switches show James McHugh listed at right half forward, alongside his brother Martin, with Joyce McMullen completing the half forward line. McMullen happy to be recalled to the side following his substitution against Mayo, while Manus Boyle from Killybegs is positioned at left corner forward.
There would be the intimidating factor, like, say, for instance, which Keith Barr used when McHugh missed the first free of the match after a minute, when he said, well, McHugh, you haven't got the bleep to do this. And just when McHugh had scored his 3rd point, he says, back to Keith Barr as he was running out, having scored his 3rd point, he said back to Keith, he says, well, we see now who's got the bleep.
Bonner aimed inside towards McMullen in there, challenging, comes down here, and it's hit them off the post from James McHugh. Martin McHugh fires it over the bar. It was the very least that attack deserved. Keith Barr, as usual, to wallop it back into the opposition half of the field with a challenge for it. Scrambles loose, won by Desi Farrell, and it's gone outside, but the referee says at the push and it's a penalty. Charlie Redmond kicking, and he's put it wide. He's put it wide, and I can only think that perhaps it's poetic justice. Paddy won't agree. Sheedy gathering towards Vinnie Murphy. It's looking good for Vinnie Murphy against Matt Gallagher. Ominous for Donegal in these early minutes of this match, and that's gone over the bar. There can't have been too much in it. Now Donal Reid has intimated that he plans to retire from senior football after this final. That's in towards Manus Boyle. Jersey Tug fed inside nicely. James McHugh, and that's sailed over the bar. A nice point by James McHugh, his first of the match.
Donegal trying to counteract Keith Barr's freeze into Vinnie Murphy by dropping Anthony Malloy back in front of him.
It hasn't worked this time either. He's won 3 balls now in succession, but they group well, the Donegal backs. But still, Sheedy's available to take the pass, and it's simplicity itself, but so effective. Bounce judged brilliantly by Bonner. In towards Anthony Malloy, fisted forward superbly to Tony Boyle, unmarked momentarily, now going by Hargan, has a chance here to Manus Boyle. Oh, and somehow he's put it up and over the bar, with the goal absolutely yawning in front of him. This is Jack Sheedy against Martin McHugh. Good work to come back, makes the kick difficult for Jack Sheedy, who watches, and the umpire gives the positive salute, but it's gone over the bar.
When did Brian Mc Eniff know that Donegal were going to lift the Sam Maguire Cup?
I think when McHugh raced through the centre of the Dublin defence, as Sean O'Neill spoke the previous son to me on the phone about going down the mouth of the gun. McHugh actually went at Dublin that day, and he showed the way forward, and you know, you can't take it from the little man. He pointed the way for Donegal, and I felt when he went down past Keith Barr and 3 other Dublin defenders to rifle over that point, I says, our time has come. We're going to beat Dublin.
Donegal behind by just a point, by 5 points to 4, coming looking for an equalising score. Martin McHugh, one of the cleverest footballers in the country. Still Martin McHugh drawing 4 Dublin defenders to him, and he slots it over the bar for the equaliser. 2 points for Martin McHugh. Donegal are back in the attack again. Some great shouldering back in defence. Martin Gavigan was part of the action, and Declan Bonner puts it over the bar. And for the first time in the match, Donegal hit the front. Declan Bonner from the Rosses. Manus Boyle feeding it back here. Tony Boyle to Manus, I should say. Now Tony once again. He's kicked it well, and he's kicked it truly, and he's put it over the bar. Delivering the ammunition inside towards Desi Farrell. Got there well, and he's kicked it over the bar. In towards Manus Boyle. Fetched well. Turning nicely on his right-hand side, and effortlessly put over the bar. Got here by James McHugh. Nicely inside to Martin McHugh. They dovetail very nicely indeed. Wanting to make an impact in this Donegal's first final, and what an impact they're making. In towards Vinnie Murphy. The chase in there with Matt Gallagher. Needing to be disciplined. Nicely across the face of the goal. Outside for the corner forward. Mick Galvin obliges. 12 minutes remaining. Donegal 14 points, Dublin 9. And Tony Boyle, challenged by Paul Clark, comes back here again. Still advancing Manus Boyle. Manus looks to put this one on its way, and it's over the bar. Is that the kind of point that will now ensure Donegal's first All-Ireland final success? Tommy Carr has gone forward for once, the Dublin captain. Outside towards Vinnie Murphy. Has a scoring chance here. Vinnie Murphy going through, and he's put it over the bar. Niall Guyden. Guyden against Donal Reid. Oh, into space neatly for Heary to come onto. Usually scores a point. And that's his regular point in the championship for the afternoon. One back there. Barry Cunningham, left-footed forward towards Manus Boyle. Can they kill it off here with a goal? They're satisfied with a point. Fed inside towards Jack Sheedy. Donegal back there en masse, fisted out. One there, big cheer from the Donegal following, but lost. And it's Vinnie Murphy going in, and somehow the goalkeeper conspires to deny him. Joyce McMullen. Is this to be it for Donegal? It would be a victory that would give a great deal of heart to so many counties around the country. Bonner has put it over. 4 points for Declan Bonner. And Donegal look to be on their way to their very first championship victory. Martin McHugh there, anxious for the full-time whistle. And it's over. And Donegal has won the All-Ireland final. They win by 4 points. A tremendous contribution by Manus Boyle with 9. Declan Bonner with 4. The man directing operations, Martin McHugh, got 3. The team captain, Anthony Malloy, gave a stirring performance in midfield. Their backs were quite superb. and it's a win that will thrill Gaelic fans, I'm sure, throughout the country. History is made. Anthony Malloy, the first Donegal man to lift Sam. It's a terrific day for all these people and for Donegal people all over the world.
It was unreal, Adrian. I looked up at the canal end and Hogan stand. It was a sea of green and gold, and my heart raced, and I thought of the lads that gone by that had done so much and hadn't accomplished anything, players as good as we were, but just didn't know how to win. And it just was a great occasion for Donegal, and I got a great satisfaction myself personally, because I'd spent a lot of years in trying to attain that success. Now the high is gone, and there's an inner low satisfaction that it has been done. And probably the greatest satisfaction of all, Adrian, to be fair about it, was what it meant to the people of Donegal. Gave me the greatest satisfaction of all, even more so than winning the Sam Maguire.
Ulster dominance.
Coleman brings young Johnny McGurk into play. Great fielding by Cohill. There's the advantage of not only height but weight as he shrugged off that challenge from Greg Blaney. Tried to get the ball in towards, and eventually did succeed in getting Cassidy. Here's the man outside. But Damien Cassidy scores the opening point today. Sideline to Derry. There's the point score of the afternoon, Damien Cassidy. There's confidence for you. And what a brilliant point by Damien Cassidy. There's the best way, just pull on the ball on the ground. Barton picks it up. Brian Burns is after him. What a great ball by Barton. Here's Heaney, the man who put the ball in the net in Santa Cork last year. Gets a great goal on a brilliant start after 16 minutes for Derry.
This is why Damien Barton's in the team. His vision and his precision. Drifts the ball beautifully in behind to Heaney, and from here on, Heaney was odds on to score.
There's Richard Ferris. Free yet again, Eamon Burns. There's that jinxing run of Burns. Lovely balance by Burns. And the man who scored a magnificent point in the Athletic Grounds 2 years ago signals his return to the championship with a repeat performance. Conor Deegan couldn't get it. Dermot Heaney could. And at the moment, it's all Derry. Dermot Heaney. Still Heaney is a man outside him. As to substitute Burns. Brilliantly saved by Collins. Ferris. Nobody could pick him up. He was the spur man in the field. It's his championship debut. But look on the delight on Richard Ferris, as he is certainly put down out of the championship.
Here's Burns with it. Great save by Collins. But Ferris, who had run maybe 50 yards to get into this position, side-foots it strongly to the net.
A lot of disappointed men who thought that they were going to see a repeat of 1991, but instead sees their dreams end at the marshes today. And Gormley kicks it high. The ball hangs, and it ends up in the back of the net by Eamon Burns. Burns stood with it, and what an inspirational substitution by Eamon Coleman for Derry's third goal of the afternoon. Well, you've got to hand it to Burns for anticipation. He came in, met it on the volley, just like he did in the Athletic Grounds in the drawn game 2 years ago.
A huge winning margin. Derry 3 goals, 11 points, down 9. 11 points between them at the end. Derry's next assignment, Casement Park in Belfast against Monaghan.
Gilligan, the ball broken away from him by Byrne. Here's Edwin Murphy racing through the middle. Racing through for Monaghan's opening point. Henry Downey avails of the turmoil in the Monaghan defence, feeds McGilligan, and McGilligan seizes the opportunity. Just cleared away, hopefully upfield by Frank Mc Eniff. Collected by Moan. Ray McCarran. A bit of magic required, and he provides it. Murray. Tries to find Moan. Donny Quinn didn't hold it. Jared Moan does good work to maintain possession. And despite his jersey being pulled, drilled it over the bar. No free-flowing Derry play at the moment. Quinn and Jerry Moan. And Moan comes out, not with the ball, but still maintains possession for Monaghan. Flanagan, Gregory that is, kicks it over. And Monaghan go into the lead for the first time. Tohal gives it to Downey. Brian McCormick still manages to get the kick in towards Enda Gormley. Brilliantly held by Gormley. High over the bar. Mc Eniff. Crossfield ball this time. We've lost track of the number of times Jared Moan has got the ball today. What a score by Moan! Up goes Tohal. In sweeps McCormick. Decides to switch the play. Brawley's back in the championship. Left foot by Brawley. What a way to return to Kingston Park. The solicitor from Dungiven. Derry take the opportunity as Sean McCaig tries to sort out what he's going to do. Coleman. Mark that one down to Jerry Hoy. That was hopeful. What a catch by Tohal. Under pressure. Here's the strength of the man, the shot in. Collected by Thompson. Cleared by Thompson. But still, there's a Derry hand in the way. Henry Downey. Dermot Heaney forced out field. Carl Diamond. The young Balahi man. His father, Captain Derry, to minor and under 21 successes. And he'll be proud of that score. Big Castle Dawson man puts it in. Yet again, Enda Gormley's under it. That is a classic score.
And another big Derry victory. 8 points to spare this time. Meanwhile, Donegal had come through in the other half of the draw. In the semi-final, after a replay, they saw off Armagh with 12 points to spare. Clones on a very wet day for the Ulster final, Derry and Donegal.
Good possession football by Donegal as Colma, or as Duffy falls in a sea of spray. We have the first free within scoreable range for Donegal, and Manus Boyle is the man who's going to take this free. Manus Boyle, who has scored in every round of the championship to date and keeps that record going. Damien McCusker, collected by Joyce McMullen. McMullen still going ahead. Still Joyce McMullen. And McMullen, who hadn't scored in the Ulster Championship to date, gets Donegal's second point. Back come Derry. McCusker, Gormley. He decides to try his luck from way out in the wing. And that's a sign of a classy player. Collected by Gary Walsh. Walsh is fouled, but quickly taken free. Gallagher. Well, if ever you needed an indication of the conditions, there they are. That ball was James McHugh's all the way, stuck in the water. And now Anthony Tohal decided to try his luck with his left foot. Beautiful feeling by Damien Cassidy. And that shot from the wing by Damien Cassidy brings the sides level after 30 minutes. The Donegal point scorer Joyce McMullen crossed the 45, runs into Tony Scullion, a beautiful transfer to Paul Carr, and Carr, who scored a point against Armagh, certainly had an opportunity there, decided to transfer to Martin McHugh, and from an almost impossible angle, the Donegal captain puts Donegal back into the lead again. But he manages to reverse the balance, and how he managed to come out with that, I don't know. And now an opportunity. And here's Darren McNichol. McNichol introduced as a substitute. Makes his point and scores his point. Good play by the Derry defence. Barton couldn't get it, but Paul Carr didn't. And what's more important, Derry retained possession. Damien Cassidy. Cassidy moves in. A lovely right-footed chip by Cassidy. fooled the defender, and that point by Damien Chastain puts Derry in the lead.
George McMullen has shown that the best way to make progress today is to carry the ball. Good ball carry like Damien Cassidy has no bother in these treacherous conditions, but here he shows a delightful bit of skill. That was a right foot solo dummy, and straight between the posts with his favoured left.
And Anthony Toll emerges with it. Looks for support. Barton. Will he try his luck? He does, and finds the target. Despite the best efforts of the Donegal defender, Paul Carr, Damien Barton puts Derry into a 2-point lead. Brian McLernan, the Ulster Council chairman, congratulates Henry Downey and hands over the most precious piece of silverware in Gaelic football in Ulster. The Anglo-Celt belongs to Derry.
It's very hard to pinpoint when you think your year turn, but we believe that beating Donegal eventually in Clonus that year was a turning point for us, and we felt after we had got out of Ulster that the 2 previous years that both Down and Donegal had gone on and lifted to Sam Maguire, that we had a great chance of doing likewise.
Now you went on from that match against Donegal with all the hysteria and the county and the feelings, and what a marvellous semi-final.
Yeah, I think we went down to Dublin with the great hopes of winning, and indeed our supporters never contemplated that we would lose. So all in all, we were under pressure, but we went down and we approached it calmly, as you said, and we were a very confident team, but at the end of the day it took a very late winner and probably one of the best points ever scored in Croke Park to get us into the final.
And the Gormley beginning to roam a little bit now. Kieran Walsh is up to follow him as we watch Damien Barton. Kicked into space, good looking ball. Cassidy the player going in after that one, and the referee in there to signal the free in for jersey tugging. Here's Gormley's kick, it's an important one, and he drills it over the bar. Gormley playing some very good football this summer, and the Derry flags flying proudly and defiantly at a packed Croke Park. It's McGurk. Tohill looking for another score. That's magnificently kicked between the posts. Vinnie Murphy taking Danny Quinn out of residence, but a good challenge by Henry Downey. Ball won back and Dublin get the free. It's just inside the 45-metre line. The wind is blowing in support of that kick, and he puts it over. Charlie Redmond getting Dublin's first point from a free after 14 minutes play. Eamon Heary. Heary against Carol Diamond. It's fisted out there by Tony Scully, and known as Scud. In by Charlie. Pat Gilroy to kick and put Dublin in front for the first time in the match. So Pat Gilroy's first point, and Dublin regain possession. It's with Deegan. Charlie Redmond, 45 metres out, heard a call from Paul Curran, kicking, and that's another great point. Inevitably, Jack Sheedy, always the hub of the activity. Heary firing it forward to Vinnie Murphy. He's getting on the ball quite a lot in this match. Getting out there ahead of his man time and again. Phelan now kicking. This will be a fine point. If he can make it, he does. That's gone down the centre. Tohill fisting it down. Damien Cassidy, the player, emerging with it. Tohill once again. Poking it forward to Joe Brolly. A lot of the ball going across his direction in the early minutes of the second half. Again setting up an attack. Henry Downey, the team captain. And this time it does dissect the posts. The lead is clawed back. Derry now with the first 2 points of the second half. Dublin considering the option of a fresh man. They're warming up a sub across on the far side of the field as we watch Enda Gormley chip it ahead. Nicely from Seamus Downey. That's a lovely ball transfer there to Carroll, to Coleman. Gary Coleman going by, fisting, and he's put the ball over the bar. Good use of the fist there by Gary Coleman. Vinnie Murphy with Paul Clark. Clark has it. Great block down there by Tony Scully. It comes back again to Clark. Scoring chance here for Paul Clark, and he makes the most of it at the second attempt. A Terrific block down the first time by Tony Scullion, but Paul Clark was alive to the possibilities, and Dublin lead by 4 once again. Anthony Tohel finding Joe Brolly. 16 minutes gone in the second half. On towards Seamus Downey, transferred back once again here to Dermot Heaney. Heaney giving it to Enda Gormley. Another ambitious kick, sails over the crossbar. It's scrambled loose to Kieran Walsh. Players available for it, but it's Enda Gormley. This is a goal chance. Still Gormley, Joe Brolly. Oh, he's put it over the bar. There's one between them, but that should have been a Derry goal. Free kick, it's taken quickly up there towards the full forward, Seamus Downey. Downey going by, Derry need a score. Pulled down, free in, chance of the equaliser. Kieran Walsh arguing furiously. Enda Gormley can tie up the match. There'll be 7 minutes still to go. It's tight, but it's in. They race for it. It's Seamus Downey racing against Kieran Walsh, transferred magnificently to Enda Gormley. Players inside Galway. One of them is Gary Coleman. The other is Henry Downey. Downey at his feet. Henry Downey finishing, and he puts it over the bar. The team captain gets a second point of the match, and Derry are in front. They led by 3 points to no score earlier on. They've come back strongly. It's been a great second half, and he's led by example. Is it to be disappointment once again for the Dubs? There's plenty of time remaining. Vinnie Murphy. Good ball across. Breaks down towards Charlie Redmond. He's fouled by Brian Mc Eniff, and that's a free in for Dublin. Charlie Redmond can make it 14 points apiece. Reverential hush on Hill 16 to give him every advantage. He doesn't need it. The cheer on the hill, saluting Charlie's 8th point. Possession now absolutely critical. That's fisted down there by Paul Beelan, picked up by Joe Brolly, turning towards the post. A little solo by Brolly. McNichol feeding it back once again to Henry Downey. Outside it goes towards Johnny McGurk. McGurk. McNichol calling for it. That's McGurk, and he's put it over the bar. Johnny McGurk. A name that is synonymous with great football in County Derry. They've given such great service, the McGurk family, to Lavey teams and Derry down the years. Is that a winner? All the different counties of Ulster, I think, are represented here, supporting their champions from Derry. Smiles. It's all over! Derry are in the final! Derry win by a point. Johnny McGurk's late score was enough.
As you said, you were following in the footsteps of Down and Donegal. Did you then feel the pressure from, let's say, not only your own supporters, but indeed from Ulster supporters, that Ulster were going for 3 in a row?
Well, I think when you represent Ulster now, that Ulster teams, it has completely changed around. Instead of going down and just hoping for the best, now you expect the best. And when we approached that All-Ireland final, we were carrying the hopes of all of Ulster, and we certainly didn't want to be the first team out in the last couple of years to lose an All-Ireland final. So I suppose we had mixed emotions.
So 35 years after the last appearance by a Derry team in an All-Ireland final, this is the team representing the Oakleaf County, brilliantly skippered by Henry Downey. It shows one alteration in personnel from the side that began against Dublin. Danny Quinn is omitted. Tony Scullion gets another sample of life at full back. The newcomer is Fergal McCusker, known as Fergal P. McCusker, though whether he plays cornerback or wing-back is a source of much speculation. The Cork lineup was widely predicted. Once doubts about Niall Cahallan's fitness had eased, the lion-hearted Castlehaven man takes his usual cornerback spot in a side that shows one change from the semi-final formation. Teddy McCarthy returns to midfield to partner Shea Fahy, the luckless one being American-born Danny Cullity, the danger man in attack, no doubt about it, John O'Driscoll and Colin Corkery, number 13. The 104th All-Ireland final is underway. Shea Fahy touching it down to Teddy McCarthy. Will be anxious to see just whether their fitness will sustain a full 70 minutes as Kieran O'Sullivan is fouled in possession. Anthony Tohill, big tall player. Stephen O'Brien slipping as he kicks that ball in towards Corkery, rose up magnificently for it, there against Gary Coleman, remember, that's the marking alignment. Needing support, getting it from Joe Kavanagh. Ground looking a little slippery early on. The movement here on the ball produces Mick McCarthy in the attack. Chased over there the whole time by Dermot Heaney. Cork settling better. Tony Davis with the first attempt for a score, and he's put it over the bar. Tony Davis playing in his 25th championship match, getting up to give Cork the lead. Kieran O'Sullivan towards Teddy McCarthy. Poor marking by Derry. Don Davis getting well away from Fergal McCusker. Been allowed the opportunity to set up the attacks. The initiative has been seized early on by Cork, and it's Joe Kavanagh into the breach. There's a goal on here for Cork, and he gets it! Joe Kavanagh's third goal of the championship in the cover. And Cork, Brian Mc Eniff, Harry Coffey trying to hold Dermot Heaney. Damien Bark looking for a Derry score to settle down his team. It's Johnny McGurk. He can do his done towards from Dave Gormley in the greasy surface, having difficulty taking it up. Niall Cahalane is back there. Tigerishly making his way out, linking up with Teddy McCarthy, who drops it to Brian McGilligan, and that's gone over the bar. Cahalane here fumbling. That's beautifully taken up by Dermot Heaney. Heaney for Derry with a goal chance. Outside it goes. Cassidy blocked down by John Kearns. Magnificent save. Damien Cassidy going back to recover possession. Trying to go by Niall Cahalane. Avoiding the block. Hit in invitingly. Mark O'Connor was assured it's a goal. And the referee says it's a valid goal. Seamus Downey, the goal scorer. So Derry have gone in front. This the attack again, a bit of hesitation. Downey wasn't hesitating, and he gets a fine goal. Brother of the team captain, now Johnny McGurk. Tohill steadying himself, beating the attempted block by Teddy McCarthy, and he's put the ball high and he's put it over. That's a wonderful point. A second point by Anthony Tohill. Now Don Davis. Once again, there's a space in front of him as Gary Coleman and Fergal McCusker trying to prevent the way, and Mick McCarthy has a shot brilliantly blocked by Damien McCusker. What John Kearns can do at one end, McCusker can do at the other. Fergal McCusker now. Ball in over the head of Mark O'Connor. Seamus Downey racing for possession. He's got players to aim at. One of them is Joe Brolly. Brolly going by Brian Corcoran. That's been a successful ploy so far. Joe Brolly kicking it over the bar. The first of the day for Brolly. Now Mark O'Connor. Good ball chipped into the centre. Don Davis getting onto it. It was a high challenge from Gary Coleman, but it reaches Colin Corkery. Corkery, Heaney is against him there. And that's kicked over the bar. Now Cahalane is still on the ground. It's Fergal McCusker launching the attack for Derry, who lead by 1-7 to 1-6. Gormley, the player who was injured with that box earlier on, drives it in high and he puts it over the bar. Enda Gormley winning that challenge there with Niall Cahalane. Gormley getting free, getting support as well. The kick here is high, comes off the post there from Gary Coleman, back into play, and it ends up going over the bar. Enda Gormley, the point scorer. Now Dermot McNichol, a buzz of anticipation as he attacks the Cork goal. Henry Downey, shouldered there by Barry Coffey. Downey's a top operator. This is Dermot McNichol looking for another point for Derry, and the umpire signal that there's 3 points between them. The contest at midfield won by Cork. Don Davis. Gary Coleman just moving away from him. Little chip inside. John O'Driscoll coming in. He scored! John O'Driscoll puts Cork back in front. His first time to get into the attack in a meaningful way. His first score of the match, his first goal.
Well, a great ball across from Don Davis. Picks out John O'Driscoll coming through. Nobody marking him, and he sticks it away. It's about the first time he's got a chance of the whole game. That's a brilliant goal.
Dermot McNichol now. getting a bit of encouragement from the Derry fans. That's Seamus Downey, or Dermot Heaney rather. Heaney and Downey looking so alike. It's Heaney outside to Gormley. Gormley looking for the score, and it's the equaliser for Derry. Enda Gormley with the 5th point of the match. So the teams are level. 8 minutes to go. Gormley.
Come on, Johnny! Come on, Johnny!
McGurk on his left boot, and he's put it over the bar. Johnny McGurk with a 2nd point. 2 between them. Is it to be Derry's day? Is this to be the biggest day in the county's history? The referee says play on. McGurk again steadying himself, and Barry Coffey this time catches him high, and the referee reaching for the notebook, feeling they're just 5.5 minutes away from taking Sam back to Ulster.
But Johnny McGurk is the extra man, and there's only 3 players in the Derry half of the field, and Johnny McGurk should get back there and cover off, because Derry, if they don't give away a goal, will win the game.
This is important. It's gone over the bar. Gormley with a 6th point. And I think Tommy Howard has informed Cork that time is almost up. Kieran O'Sullivan will be the taker. There'll be a big invasion by Derry men if Cork fail to get a goal here. It's a tall order. In it goes. Comes out to Enda Gormley. Derry lift the siege, and Derry are the champions. Derry win the All-Ireland final of 1993. Sam Maguire is going north for a 3rd successive year.
The memories are very obscure. I think the game goes so quickly, and especially in All-Ireland final, it went very, very quickly, and we were just delighted to get it over. And it was very hard to believe that, you know, you're eventually walking up those steps to lift the Sam Maguire Cup. But I suppose it is something you always dream about, and you sit and you watch other people doing it, and you never really expect it to be yourself. So when I was walking up there after all the hysteria of the match being over, I was trying to keep calm because I didn't want to make a fool of myself when the acceptance speech came around. So I was doing my best to keep my thoughts together, but standing up on the steps of the holding stand, looking across and seeing all the Derry supporters was a magic moment.
Peter Quinn makes the presentation, and it's Henry Downey who takes Sam back to Derry. Oh, Sammy boy, they'll sing tonight.
It's very hard work to get there, but it's even harder, as we have found out, and all of the Ulster champions since, to retain your title and to stay at the top. And I think, but we have sown a lot of seeds for Ulster games and Ulster football, Gaelic football in Ulster. And I think those seeds may come to fruition later on, but certainly Derry and Down and Ulster and Donegal and Ulster have shown the way, and it's up to the rest of the teams now to follow suit.
Peter, we did realise that we had a major task ahead of us in Celtic Park on May the 29th. So the whole squad, players, team management, county board, everyone connected with the team, got their heads down and worked extremely hard, harder even than the team worked in 1991. And I think that when we went to Celtic Park on that now famous day, we went totally confident that we were in with a great chance of winning the game, because the work had been done, the team was well prepared, the players were ready in every sense, both physically, mentally, confidence-wise. They were as ready as they were going to be. And even though we were facing the All-Ireland champions and, you know, a tremendous team in Derry, we still knew that we had a great chance of winning that game if we played chill. And it was a tremendous game. I think everyone will testify to that, because you had two teams full of quality players who were determined to play football. And what we got was one of the classic games maybe of this last certainly 10 or 12 years. That has to be the most compelling game of football that I have ever been directly connected with. I just wish I'd been playing instead of managing.
Enda Gormley, noticeable this year is that Enda is not wearing his customary knee bandage. He's been operated on over the winter, and he was telling me before the game that he's never felt better. The first kick from Derry then goes to Brian McCormick, the Lavey player who won an All-Ireland Club title with Lavey, puts Derry into the lead. over the sideline, and DJ Keane fires it in again. The forwards are there looking for a break. McCartney's got the break, the shot, and the block. That's good forward play and excellent defensive work. The switch, the left-footed kick, the down number 8, Gregory McCartney then gets his side second point, and Down are in the lead after 6 minutes. Another huge kick by McCusker, snapped up by McCormick and flicked out towards his half-forward colleague Eamon Burns. Derry switching the play a lot. Tuchel on the rampage. Here comes Tuchel. Oh, what a brilliant shot, and an equally magnificent save by Neil Collins. That had goal written all over it, but with an injury to a down defender.
The power and the strength of Anthony Tuchel shown there brilliantly, but what a miraculous save by Neil Collins. Coming in, shrugging off the challenge. Collins never took his eye off it.
Now it's Tuchel. Down that avenue again he goes. No one there. Trying to straight in. Off the post it came. Still Tuchel. Such the strength of Tuchel. Even on the ground. Still the play behind. They got a clash in the head. They give it to Brawley. And Brawley puts it brilliantly over the bar. Into the middle it goes.
And it's all breaking ball in the middle of the field. Even the big men are getting them, and that's where this game is going to hinge.
4 down jerseys got between Brian McGilligan and trying to get that ball away. The broken ball in. Aidan Farrell. The left of the strike by Farrell. And over the bar it goes. Now it's Barry Breen. Up it goes well. Broken down by James McCartan. Now it's Aidan Farrell. Shrugged off Anthony Tuchel, and there's very few can claim to have done that. Linden turns with the right foot and kicks it over the bar. That's a great score for Down, and a brilliant effort by Mickey Linden. Craig Blaney, quick transfer to McCartan. McCartan finds Linden, not for the first time. Linden on the left foot. Linden with the point. Brilliant score by Down, and another brilliant one from Mickey Linden. A thorn in the Derry defence. Switches it out. James McCartan, one of the smallest men in the field. And just look at that, he's left Carl Diamond in his whack here. Still McCartan. A brilliant point from the wee man from Cullish. A great score by McCartan. And they're level after 28 minutes in the first half. Yes, the whole thing about this was confidence. He had confidence in his own ability to catch it, confidence to carry the ball, and confidence to shoot and take a brilliant score. Down are growing in confidence here. Craig Blaney had his jersey pulled, still got the kick in. Aidan Farrell contested with Scullion, and young Farrell gets it. And now he comes away with it. Aidan Farrell crosses the 13-metre line. Has he done too much? Looking for support, gets it. It's Mickey Linden yet again. Turned away before that ball went over the bar. 5 points from Linden. Darren McNichol thrown out to him. Forced across field. That's great work yet again by this Down defence. Standing up to the man and eventually blocking him. And what a forward can do, so can a defender. McNichol got away with it. Dermot Heaney. Still Dermot Heaney. Tuchel trying to force his way through. Swings acrobatically. Flicked it in pressure by Derry. Rewarded in a point by Anthony Tuchel. Not collected by Eamon Burns. Damien Cassidy, the first man to react. Cassidy first into the game. If you don't get a clean pass in, you certainly don't get a second opportunity. Eamon Burns, a nice easy ball playing into the path of Brawley. On the overlap is the half-back. Fergal McCusker trying to get through. The left foot takes it in the net. It's in the net by McCusker. Fergal P. McCusker from Glen. He came upfield, nobody picked him up, and he's rattled the net for the first time in this game. Derry lead by 2.
Great ball by Eamon Burns, played into Brawley. Brawley out in front, wins it, and this time uses the man on the overlap, Fergal McCusker. But it looked here like DJ Keane did enough, and somehow, with the keeper despairing dive, Fergal McCusker gets it over and into the corner.
Gregory McCartan, left-footed, gives it to James McCartan. James holding on to Charles Diamond, getting away from Charles Diamond. And now Cian McKeever takes over the tackling exploits. Still James McCartan, a perfect example of balance. If this ball goes over the bar, Celtic Park will erupt. It does. A magnificent individual score of persistence by James McCartan. That score had everything. Greg Blaney gets it. Pounded by Diamond. That's a good ball. Linden, the target man. The chance, the shot. It's in the net. It's brilliantly finished.
Kieran McCabe, the man. Brilliantly flicked into him by Whitnell. And what a finish from close range, just underneath the crossbar. No chance. But a brilliant transfer to the man at speed. Defenders had no chance.
It's a down man that's got it. It's Peter Whitnell holding it up, looking for support. Trying possibly to win a free. There's the goal scorer, McCabe. Still McCabe. Possession is the important thing. Whitnell has it. Whitnell's fouled. And Dermot Heaney was the man who fouled him.
What should be a simple opportunity for Greg McCartan to put 2 points between the team, but there's been nothing simple here today.
So Peter McGrath checked his watch. Gregory McCartan strikes it. Gregory McCartan puts it over the bar. That's McCartan's 5th point here. It's over. It's over. Derry's Ulster and All-Ireland titles have gone. The Ulster hoodoo lives on. Pete McGrath being hugged by Dublin Down supporters. And the final score in Celtic Park is Down 1 goal and 14 points. Derry 1 goal and 12.
Elsewhere, Donegal had seen off Antrim, Tyrone had beaten Armagh, and we were down to the semi-finals. Armagh the venue, the Athletic Grounds, Monaghan against Down.
Mc Eniff makes room for himself. Declan Lockman found Slowey, and in Monaghan's first attack, Slowey steadies himself, takes the kick in, and in the first opportunity, Michael Slowey raises the first white flag of the afternoon, and the man who scored 4 points in Breffni brings blue and white flags to the air in the Athletic Grounds. Mickey Linden, the man of possession, this time the left foot from Linden. McCartan's under it. James McCartan looking space. Great save by Glenn Murphy. Brilliant save from the feet of James McCartan. Paddy McShane. Nonstant little flick in towards Declan Smith. Smith eludes McGill. Declan Smith. And that's how you do it. Feed it out. Give it to Jerry Hoy. And Hoy do the rest. Into the last minute then as Greg Blaney fires yet another ball in towards Mickey Linden. This time Linden's away. Still Linden. And this time the result better from a down point of view. A left-footed kick by Mickey Linden. The ball over the bar. Straight down the middle from Collins. McCartan. Vision. Mickey Linden was the target. Aidan Farley was the one who picks it up. Now Linden gets Mickey Linden towards the fisted point from Mickey Linden. His third afternoon. Disappeared. 5 minutes left. And Greg Blaney. Rejude. Oh, lovely bit to the chin. The Burns. I thought of it. Flecked off to man from Brantford. Forced a smile. Yes, there was the transfer. 2 men were taken. And here, a great example of the fisted point.
6 points the margin there, down to the Ulster final. Tyrone had 8 points to spare in beating Donegal the other semi-final. And so too refurbished Clones, the New Looks and Tiernock's Park, down in Tyrone in the Ulster final.
Downey breaks it down, picks it. Good understanding, the Swiss ball again, lovely held by Canavan. There's the support. This time it's Long. Gets the shot in. The flags, Leonodes. Tyrone leads, but it's got. Now it's going to be in possession. He's got away from Devlin. Got the shot in off the crossbar. Over the bar. And they're level.
The breaking ball in the middle of the field. Again, a very important fact.
Donaghy goes this year. Panthers got and say it. Dead feeds it to the man. To him. Brian Gormley, championship. And Tyrone. Cavan is the man who's come out to take it. Across the square it goes. The fist goes in. Paul Higgins gets it away to McCartan. The quick release finds Mickey Linden. Linden pursued by Faye Devlin. The Argo man can't get the hand in. Linden shepherds him away. Beautiful skill by Linden. The transfer to Ross Carr. The hook kick by Carr. Aidan Farrell. If he gives the ball to James McCartan, this will be an interesting one. What can McCartan do? 1 man and 1 boot off. And he goes towards goal.
Did very well here to slip it into the one-footed McCartan. The end of this, I think, determined to go.
Here comes. This time there's no mistake. Diamond 10th. Elder brother of Peter. Nice pass. Good running. And back again it goes. The Canavan brothers combine. Here comes a chance. A brilliant save. But finish it. Yes, the saved and Patrick got the Bible. Tyrone are back in the game. Back come down again. A vital interception. A great block by defender. Quickly taken free. No prize for guess who that's directed to. Mickey Linden. Sells a dummy. Faye Devlin doesn't bat it, but persistence pays off for Linden. The shot goes in. This time Greg Blaney provides to be the target. Blaney strikes it over, and it's a score that sends down into a 6-point lead.
Tough game.
So it's Cork who played from right to left in the first half. Change strip this afternoon. Shea Fahy inside towards Joe Kavanagh. Larry Tompkins calling for it. Comes back to Donegal. Now Fahy once again. Put in a lot of hard training over the last 3 weeks. Paul McGrath now winding up for the first kick at goal. He's found the corner in front. Oh, Danny Cullity collided with Tony Davis. They're both down injured. Cork down to 13. The ball with Gregory McCartan. Chance for a third point. And he's set down here by Shea Fahy. Won back, however, by Barry Breen. Patrick Plown can't. Oh, he goes down. And it's with Farrell. Oh! Put down by Aidan Farrell. Towards McEd. Tony Davis trying to hold it back for now. Cahalane reaches Linden. He's been on the ball time and again. Likewise, this fella here, Farrell. Outside to James McCartan, to Greg Blaney. Once again, it's Farrell for down in the change strip. And Conor Deegan kicks and puts it over in this ball down. Calnan trying to go by John. 1-5 to 4 points. Down the leader is. That's a great score. Stephen Calnan, just a goal in it. Mihal, the overlap. Across towards Aidan Farrell, the goal. Rounding Buckland, Cork touch backwards. Mason, the chance to. And he put. By Conor Deegan first time. Cahalane. Back to Farrell. Greg Blaney. Time to hold on, to tantalise. Defeated inside. He's off this way by John Kerins. Marty. Cork get the free kick. Well, Cork will want to put a better gloss on the final score, but they don't have the chance because Down has won. And Down are through to the All-Ireland final. What seemed on the cards and inevitable for a long, long time in this match has finally come to pass.
Derry game, you were never through the All-Ireland success.
Well, I think in hindsight that would be borne out. The quality of play in the Derry game, the excitement, the fact that we had to score a goal in the last couple of minutes to win the game. We were never in that type of situation throughout the rest of the entire championship. The semi-final against Monaghan, we won quite easily without playing terribly well. The final against Tyrone, although Tyrone, to their credit, did come back very strongly midway through the second half, got within 4 points whenever Adrian Cush scored the goal. We then were able to sort of pull away from them again fairly easily. And in the semi-final against Cork, apart from a difficult period maybe in the middle of the first half, we ended up winning that game quite handsomely as well. I suppose the only period of any game that we really felt under the cosh was in the last 10 minutes against Dublin, when our defence played magnificently to secure the victory. So yes, I would agree that on reflection, the Derry game was probably our toughest game. But then if you're playing the All-Ireland champions in their own home ground, that's quite normal, I suppose.
And it was on to D-Day at Croke Park. Down against Dublin. Down, who had never lost in an All-Ireland final, against Dublin, who had never lost a championship game to Down.
This is the Dublin team, just the one change from the semi-final, and then of course the luckless Kieran Walsh out, replaced by Paul Curran, who himself was unable to play against Leitrim because of injury. We have score of the season, we have man of the match, we might as well have huddle of the year as well. Down meanwhile getting about their business, they've gone into their positions. This is the Down team. The doubt about Eamon Burns has eased somewhat. The leg, they believe, will stand up to the strain this afternoon. So that's the downside that bids for a 5th All-Ireland title. Eamon McGill, the entertainment's manager, towards Ross Carr. Good long ball. Now the hop here, deceiving. Paul Curran, Mickey Linden, the vice-captain of this Down team. Paddy Moran coming out, but unable to beat Gregory McCartan. McCartan kicking, looking for the first score, and it just goes over John O'Leary's crossbar. Referee really up with the play very smartly. Taken quickly across towards Desi Farrell's corner. And Paul Higgins has shown himself in the past to be a very good man marker. Paul Clark kicking, and that's gone through the post and over. Neil Collins switching the kick out towards Gregory McCartan, likely to pop up anywhere. Down to Aidan Farrell, to Greg Blaney, double stars if you want. Nicely in towards Mickey Linden, who's been isolated inside there. Linden getting free, chance of an equaliser, and he's put it over. That was very close indeed. Knocking it across here, dropped down by Jack Sheedy, and was intended for Paul Clark. And instead, Raymond Burns. Now, James McCartan, the wee man himself, on a steal in for a point. Off the post, comes down again into the waiting arms of Dermot Deasy. Very close indeed. Paul Clark. And over the head there of Vinnie Murphy, gathered well by Barry Breen. Down towards Mickey Linden. Oh, great save! That's a tremendous save by John O'Leary. Barry Breen knocking it in there, seeing that McCartan had got away. Great save, one of the best of the season. Ross Carr, normally a very confident free taker. He was practicing frees in the rain in Uri last week. Looks good, it's over the bar. Taken back. And when Mick in the clear, they placed James McCartan from Blaney running. Mickey Linden Blaney is in support if he needs him. Trying to skip up again, making a second point from Mickey Linden. He is so difficult to tie down. One of the greats of the game. This is one of his best seasons, I think, just he came back from this run here. Take it onto the other boot and find the point range. Sheedy now, we promise. On his left hand, it's a great kick. He's kicking wonderfully this afternoon. Once again, Gary Mason to kick. Slipping as he hit it, and Brian Stein's gathering, but it's won back by Greg Blaney. The Belfast-based dentist finding it inside towards Farrell, looking for a goal! And Mickey Linden has to be content with a point. McCartan breaks it down, but Nick Deegan coming forward. Sean Cahill playing in his first All-Ireland final. Good control, great shot, and a wonderful point by the substitute. They did everything at this stage. Curran, great deep on towards Charlie Redmond, coming down towards Johnny Barr. First touch, released outside here. Desi Farrell trying to swing, it's a penalty! Had to be! Desi Farrell taken down, up on hill 16. They believe there's still time and still hope. This the attack that led to all of that. Down at 6s and 7s, Charlie Redmond in there. Johnny Barr just swung the boot at him. Walk inside towards Desi Farrell. And Farrell with Paul Higgins there and Brian Burns. He went down. They said penalty. Referee agreed. Well, this year in the championship, there have been 13 penalties. 7 goals and 1 point scored so far. So this is the 14th goal of the penalty. Charlie scored against Kildare already in the championship from a penalty. And this one has been stopped. And he's put it wide. Charlie, the gods did not smile on him. It happened in 1992 as well. Then against Donegal. Now against Down. And that was straight at goalkeeper Neil Collins. And he had a chance to follow up as well. Dublin have to get a goal. They've got a free in. We're almost into injury time. Conor Deegan is being replaced. That's taken quickly towards Jack Sheedy. Can Dublin conjure a goal from somewhere? They've got a point from Charlie Redmond. But perhaps too little too late. It's now at the discretion of the referee. The prize on offer. The most famous trophies, and perhaps the most famous trophy in Irish sport. All eyes on Tommy Sugrue, and it's all over! Down are the All-Ireland champions from 1994. They won it in 1960, 1961, 1968, 1991, and now this year, and their record in finals is unblemished. 5 out of 5. Well, they may celebrate.
Agdol, so the Ulster Harish, agus Lexin, Dawes Oran, but Cornishaw Runner, Lexin Captain, DJ Kane.
Jack Boozman making the presentation in the presence of the President of Ireland. And DJ Kane is the happiest man in Ireland right now, and certainly the proudest. Down are the champions, once again.
Football is a reflection of life itself. It's a matter of highs and lows, good times, bad times, difficult times. And I think you have to approach football and team management in the way you would just approach life, that when the going gets tough, you have to dig deep into all your reserves of energy and resilience. And I think the team management and the players did that after the Derry defeat in the Marshes in '93, and they answered the critics and they answered the sceptics in the only possible way, which is on the field of play.
Has there been a newfound confidence in the province of Ulster in those years to coincide with this?
Well, I think the confidence had been increasing. Everybody knew that Tyrone could have won it in '86. And everyone who came after it felt that they were as good as Tyrone were in '86, and that if once we made the breakthrough,